Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back to Bloons Tower Defense 6 with Lone Debater 7, and today we're going to be going through our first map and clearing it out on easy difficulty. So we're going to start out Monkey Meadows, easy. You get a reward of 75 cash when you do it the first time, so not a big deal. I think you have to beat it on standard before you can unlock any of these other play modes, so we're going to go ahead and just dive right on in. So when you first load in the map, the green arrows show you where the balloons come in, the red arrow shows you where they leave. So you have 200 lives, basically the way the lives work. If 200 balloons make it all the way through and exit on the other side, you lose. So the goal is place enough towers that less than 200 balloons make it to the end in the first 40 rounds. And that's how you clear out easy difficulty. You also start with 650 coins to build your towers, so we don't have a whole lot of towers unlocked yet, unfortunately, so that kind of sucks, but we're going to go ahead and start with a dart monkey. We're going to place that guy right there, and I think we're going to give him, if you go into the upgrade tree, you can kind of see. So I'm going to want enhanced eyesight so he can pop the camo balloons as they come through. I'm also going to go for razor sharp shots so he can pop more layers at a time. So 1 extra balloon, 2 extra balloons on top of that one, so 3 in total. So we're going to go long range, enhanced eyesight, sharp shots, and we should be fine with just this one tower, at least for the first few waves. We'll probably build the cannon tower next is my thought, or we'll do the boomerang is pretty good as well. But there we go, that tower is pretty much maxed out on upgrades until it gains some more XP so we can unlock others. But basically, to progress in this game, what you're going to do is you're going to run these tracks. And the more time or more rounds or whatever you run with these towers and they pop things, the more XP you get so you can unlock more upgrades. In addition, you do get just character XP for clearing rounds. So the more character XP you have, the more towers you unlock, so we can get like the tack sprayer, ice monkey, glue gunner. And then after we get those 3 towers unlocked, then we'll be able to come down and start unlocking these guys. So that's kind of how it works. When you first start playing on this game, you do have to play a few tracks before you get access to all the different tower types. So there are some pretty cool strategies once you have access to most of the upgrades or most of the tower types or whatever. But before that, you kind of are forced to use the towers you have available. So I did build the cannon tower or bomb shooter, whatever they want to call themselves, because I know in the first 40 rounds there is going to be a level with lead balloons. So we got level 4. I'm going to get the tack shooter next. These guys are decent because they slow balloons, but I would rather have like a DPS type tower first and have all those unlocked before we start looking at trying to slow stuff. Because in all honesty, I rarely use the slow towers just because in my mind it's better to increase your damage potential or your popping potential as opposed to slow down the speed of these guys as they progress through the track. That's just my way of playing. If you play different, totally fine as well. But by and large, like, these 2 towers should be able to carry us relatively far. It would be good so we can get extra range, faster reload, or bigger bombs. I think we are going to go for faster reload, just because then this guy can shoot a lot faster. And missile launcher is pretty good as well, so we'll probably pick that up. But I think what we're going to do at this point is we're going to place one of these tack sprayer turrets. Now these are cool because they shoot it all the way around, so if you put it like right here and you have the range upgrade, it will be able to hit balloons the entire, like this little square piece. It'll shoot them the entire way around, which is pretty good, honestly. We don't have range unlocked, so I'm gonna have to kind of like force him into a corner type of a deal so he can actually reach stuff and level up. But this will help increase a little bit our popping potential. So there we go, we got that going. So once we get some upgrades unlocked for this, we can maybe get the enhanced range and put a second one down here and actually cover the circumference, I guess you could say. But anyhow, not too bad. I mean, this easy difficulty is not that hard, in all honesty. Like, you don't have to make it that far. as far as like waves are concerned. So you don't really encounter any of the super difficult balloon types unless you're playing medium or hard level. So just bear that in mind. I think we're gonna go bigger bombs for this guy, and then we'll probably get the enhanced range, even though we can't use it on this particular tower, just so we're unlocking all of the upgrades at the same time, more or less. But anyhow, that's just how I'm playing it. You can totally do other things. So if you want to use powers, so last time I bought this camo scanner upgrade, you just click this little lightning bolt thing. It'll give you access to all of those, and then you click the blue monkey. It'll put you back to your towers. So we hit level 5. I'm going to go for the glue gunner next because I like that one better than the ice one. And the reason why I like it better than the ice one is ice balloons can't be popped by these guys unless you have a specific upgrade, or these guys without a specific upgrade. So it kind of reduces the number of towers that can actually hit the balloon, even though it will slow them down. Whereas the glue gunner will slow them down, but all your towers will be able to hit the balloons, more or less. So I think this one is a better slowdown tower if you're going to play that way. Eventually, the upgrades for the ice one get pretty good to where it actually like pops the balloons in addition to slowing them down. But even so, not a big deal. So as you saw, we let a few green balloons get through, so we lost 9 lives. That's okay. We do have another upgrade available. We're going to get missile launcher, which is pretty good. It shoots even faster, I believe. This costs $340. We've got quite a bit of money, honestly, so I think I'm going to place a boomerang monkey out here just to kind of clean up anything that gets past these initial monkeys that we've got at the front. I also can place a glue monkey like right there, and that should help make sure that nothing else gets through our defenses. And in addition to that, it will start gaining XP for those towers. So I don't think this guy is going to gain XP until he actually starts hitting stuff. I could be wrong. Like, well, actually, they do gain XP, even if they don't attack any towers. So it is worth placing these guys on the map, even if they're not doing anything, because they'll gain XP as you go. So as far as like trying to level up as fast as possible, you should be trying to place all the tower types on the map, so they at least generate a little bit of XP, and then you can go in and start getting the better upgrades. So improved rings is actually pretty good for these guys, so I will take that. So there we go. A couple did get through, so the boomerang monkey actually did something for us. So not too bad. It's actually kind of helpful for us. I think I will place this guy right here, give it long range. Cool. We got the ice monkey, so all the primary monkeys are now available to us. We can upgrade our glue guy as well. Lasts longer, coats 2, soaks through all. So I kind of want to save up for this one, honestly, because corrosive glue makes this tower actually a little bit more useful for us. We can also upgrade our tack sprayers. So I think faster shooting is probably the better one to go for. We'll unlock more tacks as well, so just to have them all the options on the table. So we're going to go faster shooting on this one. This one, I guess, will do more tacks, just so we can kind of see the difference between the two. This will increase the range. Faster throwing is honestly a better upgrade, but we'll get that one unlocked just so we got all of them, more or less. Another thing I can do is place this ice boy right here. He'll freeze some of the balloons, which will slow him down, so not a big deal. Get some XP for that tower type as well. Just I mean, more or less, I just kind of want to have access to all the various types so we can start leveling them up. We can upgrade this guy again, get it heavy bombs. We'll also take the range upgrade, just even though we can't buy it, we'll spend the XP on it. This guy can upgrade. We'll get glue soak. Put that on him. And this guy can upgrade as well. So we can either go spike-a-pult or crossbow. So pops 3 layers, good range, slower attack speed. I think we'll actually go for the crossbow this time. So, another thing that's worth mentioning, when you're at this point, in the 2 lines that you pick, you can get both of them up to the 2nd level, but you can only get one path beyond the 2nd level. So if we buy crossbow, we won't be able to upgrade razor shots any farther. So we're locked in on using crossbows now, which is fine. Crossbows are actually pretty good, but just bear that in mind. In addition to only being able to have 2 paths unlocked, you can only get to the 2nd level on one of the tracks, and you can only get to max level on one of the tracks out of those 2. So just bear that in mind. You do kind of have to make choices as to what upgrade is going to be the best for you depending on the situation. So here's some camo balloons. We do have the enhanced eyesight upgrade on this guy, so he can actually pop those. If you don't have something that can pop camo balloons, you're basically going to have to lose lives in order to complete that level, which isn't ideal. We do have enough XP to upgrade this guy, so larger radius, that's just a range increase, attacks and freezes longer, move slowly even after thawing out, can freeze and pop lead. I think we'll probably go permafrost first. In my mind, that one seems to be the better option. We can also do more range, more attacks. I think we'll go for more range first, just because we can, more or less. And then on the next one, we'll get the other upgrade, I think. I'm just going through and getting the upgrades as they become available. You can tell when you can upgrade a turret based off of the little green arrow icon. So now we're in the military monkeys. So these the next 6 levels, we'll be able to unlock these tower types. I like the monkey buccaneer the best. Like, that's my favorite. It does have to be placed on water, so we can't actually use them on this map, but on maps with water, those towers are really fucking strong. Especially once you get the destroyer upgrade, I think it is. So I like using those personally. But you can tell when a tower can be upgraded because it'll get a little green arrow icon next to the pictures over here. So that'll tell you you can go in and unlock something. It doesn't necessarily mean you can unlock what you want, but you might, even if you can't unlock something that you want, you'll be able to unlock something. So not a big deal. I think we'll go enhance freeze. We can unlock both, I guess, but I think we're going to do enhance freeze on this particular monkey. We can also do this guy. I think we can get both of them again. So 2 lasts longer. I think we'll go for the 2 instead. So this little green arrow, when you see that, it means you can upgrade this tower type. So after this wave is done, we'll go through and upgrade some towers. We did get level 8, so we can unlock another one. I think I'll go sniper. Snipers are pretty good. But let's go ahead and get even more attacks first, I think. Just because we can. And then we'll get even faster shooting. I will place down the sniper tower so he can get XP while we're running these levels. Just, it's worth doing type of a thing. So if we give this boomerang monkey red hot rings, it can pop frozen and lead balloons, which is good. That does increase the types of, that is a good upgrade because it gives you another option outside of this cannon turret to be able to pop fancy balloon types, I guess you could call them. I don't know. So not a big deal. So these are camos. Only this dart monkey can pop those, so I think it'll be okay. Even though these are yellows, with that crossbow upgrade, it takes a yellow down to a red, and it'll be able to pop all the reds, so not a big deal. But anyway, we're getting close. We only have 6 more rounds to get through before we finish this level on easy mode, which, not too bad. We did take a little bit of damage, but that's mainly because I wasn't paying attention and didn't, place an extra tower type of a thing. We do have an upgrade for our sniper, or we can unlock full metal jacket, which actually is a pretty good upgrade. Night vision goggles is pretty good. It'll allow them to detect camo balloons, and it does extra damage to them. So the sniper monkey is a good option for dealing with the camos as well, because you get access to a camo detecting upgrade relatively quickly. So just bear that in mind. So anyway, I'm not really talking about the various balloon types outside of camos, I kind of realized, but normally it's the camos that are the biggest pain to deal with. So that's why. I'll probably save up for Moabs right there, because we can actually use that upgrade. I think we will do Metal Freeze next for this one. Then it can freeze the lead balloons, or the metal ones, right? So that is actually useful for us. If we get corrosive glue here, now when this guy applies glue, it will pop one layer every few seconds, so it actually does some damage over time for us. We can get Moab Mauler, which does better on the bigger balloon type, so I don't think we actually deal with Moabs in easy mode, but if there were Moabs, that upgrade is worth getting. So when you go beyond level or round 40, you want to have Moab Maulers, because they are the damage increase that they do on that type of balloon is really helpful, because Moabs contain 8 or something like that of ceramic balloons, which basically have all the lesser balloon types inside of them. So you want to be able to pop those quickly, more or less. So anyway, there we go. Go ahead and keep going. So ceramic balloons, now that we're talking about it. They take a while to break through, and then they have more fast balloons inside of them. So you want to be able to get through Moabs relatively quickly. You want to be able to get through ceramics relatively quickly, just because if you don't, you're going to have to deal with a lot of really fast moving balloons at the end of the map, which you might not have towers covering to deal with. You know what I mean? So anyway, we do have this guy. We can get night vision now. Since we bought faster firing, this guy can't pop camos, but that's okay. We shouldn't need it. We only have one more round after this, and I don't believe there's any more camo balloons. Now we may... Actually, never mind. I was going to say we may need another tower back here, but doesn't look like it. We were able to deal with that. What I might do is place another tack sprayer right here and do long range, faster shooting. We'll get even faster shooting unlocked as well. Max those out, max that out. And I think this will be enough to deal with this. So this is a Moab. So having this Moab Mauler is really helpful for dealing with those, because they do extra damage. But there we are. We finished easy difficulty on the first map, Monkey Meadows. This gives you just a stat summary. So we popped just over 12,000 balloons. We placed 9 towers. We popped 1 Moab. We didn't use any abilities or any of that kind of shit. But anyhow, so the best, it also, this monkey star down here tells you what tower did the most damage for you throughout the 40 rounds. So our Moab Mauler tower over here did the most, popped almost 5,000, which isn't bad. These numbers 230 is the upgrades that you have. So we had 2 points in the first upgrade slot, 3 in the second, and none in the third. So that's kind of how that goes. Once you beat a difficulty, you can either return back to the home and play a different map if you want, or you can continue on in free play. Basically, free play will allow you to play the map, until you lose, basically. So until we lose 190 lives, we'll be playing round after round. As far as the best way to go about this, honestly, it is better to not do free play until you have everything unlocked and you're just trying to pop a bunch of balloons or whatever, try something out. So that's how that goes. And the reason why that's the case is because if we go and play easy mode on this, we get another 75 cash, whereas playing free play for a while doesn't actually earn us anything. We did get an achievement for winning one non-tutorial beginner map, so we'll take that, put it in our little cash stack. We've got a couple hundred there, which isn't a whole heck of a lot. Kind of what I do with this is try to save it, because if you look at the knowledge tree here, it appears that some of these require cash in order to unlock. So I think having, a fairly large stack of these is going to be useful for us once we get level 30 and can start doing knowledge. We are at level 10, almost to 11. Once we hit 20, we can do daily challenges and events. We can also start looking at this chest. and do that. I think we did unlock the next, or no, the next hero is at 14. So not a big deal. We'll cover that when we get there. There are these other guys over here. So you can, with your cash, unlock different types of dudes or heroes if you want to use a different type of, special tower outside of just the base 4 that you get here. So there's that option as well. But since we completed the map on easy difficulty or beginner difficulty, whatever you want to call it, I think we're going to wrap it up here for today. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to like, comment, subscribe as always. And until next time, this has been Low Debater 7, and we will see ya.